Okay, what we're going to do here is look at the circular flow of income in two separate screencasts. And for the first one, we'll be ignoring all this complicating stuff down here, and we're just going to look at the two-sector circular flow of income model. Now, this model of the economy, it's a very simplified model of the economy, assumes that there are only two sectors. There's a household sector, and sometimes you'll see in a different textbook this is, they're called consumers or individuals. The consumers or household sector are assumed to own all of the factors of production. So they own the resources, and they supply them to businesses. Now, the business sector is simply where production happens. It's the same people, but people are either acting as consumers or as producers. So anyway, this land, labour, capital and enterprise that's flowing from the consumers to the business sector, that has to be paid for, and that is income. And income is a collective term for wages, rent, interest and profit. Now, because the value of the resources is represented by the income, we can simplify this whole sort of thing by just representing the flow of money rather than the flow of actual things. And this flow of income is represented by, or abbreviated by, the symbol capital Y. Now, businesses are supplying real goods and services to consumers, and in return consumers are using their income, and when they're spending on business it's called consumption spending or expenditure, and that's a capital C. Now, it's similar to the situation with resources and income. The value of the goods and services is represented by the value of the consumption spending. So we can represent those real things, the goods and services, simply with this flow of money. Now, in this economy, consumers can't do anything but spend their money on business, so all income is spent on businesses, and this income then becomes output, and the businesses need to pay for that output by paying the owners of the factors of production, and so it all comes back to households in the form of income. Then it goes around again, because households can't do anything. There's no finance sector, you can't save. There's no government sector, so you can't be taxed. Anyway, we've got income being returned to households, income being spent by households, being returned, and so we've got a circular flow of income. And this situation is in equilibrium because nothing ever changes. Incomes remain constant, and it just goes around and around and around and around. Now, there's no technology here, there's no droughts, it's like the simple version of the PPF where there's nothing happening. But this economy will be at equilibrium, the income will go around and around and around, nothing will change, but we will make it more complicated when we look at the other three sectors in the next screencast.